Shark Nation, what's good with y'all, man? How you doing? How you feeling? And welcome back. I'm IC3 3000 to be exact. And look, man, we got another episode of the Seattle Blue Shark Dynasty, man. Getting into season 2, episode 8. And the Sharks, man, listen, let me tell you right now, the Sharks are rolling, man. Week 9 against Arizona State, coming away with a good victory, man. 20-point dub. And we take a look at some of the stats, man. We see Joe Lovelady went absolutely crazy. 11 for 23. 336 yards, 5 touchdowns. The boy was going insane, man. And on the ground, we had Ray and Rush, who had a pretty good game, man. Tay Ray came away with 2 touchdowns in that game. And on the receiving side of things, man, Jared Glover led the way with 137 yards, 3 touchdowns. Billy Goat had a great first half, man. 2 touchdowns, big time plays right there. And then you see some of the other guys coming in with a few receptions there. And we got to shout out Justin Credible, man. He had a kick return for a touchdown. The boy is doing some special things on special teams, man. So now if we take a look at the defense, you can see, man, these guys were going crazy with Rodriguez Diaz leading the way with 5 tackles, man. And we see Hood, Troop, and Washington coming away with some sacks. And then we had a few interceptions there too. And we got a chance to catch up with Coach after the game, man. And the reporter said, hey, Coach, man, listen, the team is absolutely rolling right now. What would you say is the reason for the team's blazing hot start? And Coach says, man, I think this team has found its identity. We know who we are and what we want to accomplish. When I took this job, I knew it was going to be a challenge to build a team and try to make an impact in the Stat Conference. I'm proud of where we are right now, but the job's not finished. So listen, man, we love to hear that from the coach, man. We got a lot more work to do. And speaking of a lot more work, man, a guy who's been putting in a whole lot of work, Joe Lovelady, we got a chance to catch up with him. And the reporter asked, hey, Joe, you've been nearly unstoppable as of late. You racked up 5 touchdowns and over 300 yards through the air last week. You even had a rushing touchdown the week prior. How have you been able to keep up this level of performance? And do you feel like you're getting the recognition you deserve? And here's what our guy had to say. He said, well, to be honest, I'm really just in that mode right now. That's the best way I can put it. Just laser focus on what I set out to do at the start of my senior year. I want to hang a banner at Seattle, and to do that, I have to be great. So thankfully, that's been transitioning into dubs. And as far as recognition, I don't really care, man. I know what type of work I put in, and you can see it on the field. Last year, they said I threw too many interceptions. I improved that. They said I couldn't win games in clutch time. Proved that. Bottom line, when I play my final game for this program, I believe my work will speak for itself. Thank you for the time. So, hey, looks like the reporters might be reaching for a story with the recognition thing and this and that, but we already know Joe Lovelady is as cool as they come, man. And speaking of as cool as they come, man, these Sharks are cruising right now. Looking really good, and we are really excited about what we got going on. And speaking of being excited, Shark Nation, we got our Under Armour All-American next game. So look, man, we are about to have some fun, man. And let's check out how exactly we're going to do this, man. So first of all, congratulations to all players selected in this game. You are the best of the best. The game will be played between Team Fire and Team Ice. All touchdown scores will be counted as 1 point. All Seattle Blue Shark recruits will play for Team Fire. So if you reached out, man, if you let me know you wanted a guy in here, you're going to be in this game on Team Fire. All right, man, first off, we got Xavier, a.k.a. Moses Malone, at quarterback. Next up, man, we got the towering Gabriel Benjamin standing at 6'4", big-time receiver. Now we got Malik Austin, one of the best route runners in his class, ready to make some big-time plays. Next up, man, we got Christian Bates, the shifty and speedy wide receiver. If you blink, you might miss him. Then we got our guy Jay Dean, standing 6'4", big-time receiving threat tight end. Now, man, getting to the O-line out of Yelm, Washington, the 5-star recruit Orlando Matthews. Next up, man, we got the left guard with lightning quick feet from San Diego, Vontae Lyles. Now, man, it's time to get to the defense, starting with Phantom Cruz with the fancy finesse moves. Now you see me, now you don't. Next up, we got D tackle, Big Country, not the little one, T Country, man, absolute bulldozer. Then at linebacker, man, we got Solomon Boatmont from Edna Car, Louisiana, the boot, you heard me? Also at linebacker, we got D Hemi, the big-time linebacker, standing 6'6", 265. Now getting to the DBs, man, we got Tim Flowers, the absolute speedster cornerback. Then on the other side, man, we're going to see King Trident, the lockdown cornerback, putting receivers on that island. Then to finish up on defense, man, we got John Shannon, the free safety, the high IQ player, directing traffic. And to finish up, man, we got the former soccer player from Scotland, Zayden Upright. All right, man, you've seen the roster, you've seen the players. Now it is time to get to that action, man, as we take a look at the newly renovated Under Armour All-American next field, man, looking absolutely gorgeous, man. Got these players hyped and ready to play, man. I know all you out there room for Team Fire. I know I am. I'm not biased, but hey. Anyway, man, here we go, man. Team Ice is getting ready for a kickoff to Team Fire, and they're going to boot that thing away. The kick is up, and it looks like Bates is going to be back to receive, ready to make the first big-time play of the game, man. He's going to take this thing up and make a cut to the left, make one man miss, and then he is going to find an alley. And I told you he's fast. You blink, you might miss him for the first play of the game. First play from scrimmage, baby. To the house. Christian Bates scores the first points in this Under Armour All-American game, and that's exactly what we want to see, man. Getting the Shark Nation faithful, the Shark faithful, a lot of hope right there. We like what we see from this kid so far. Anyway, man, after that fantastic play from Bates, we're going to get our first look at Zayden Eppright from the extra point attempt. He's going to kick that thing, and it's up, and it is good. Exactly what we expected to see from the kicker. You see, he got a little swag to him. He's doing a little dance. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a Scotland thing. But anyway, we're going to see Eppright boot that thing away to Team Ice as they get ready to take their first possession on offense, man. And you can see he kicked that thing all the way to the back of the end zone. So this is exactly what we needed, man. If you've been watching the Sharks, you know we need a kicker bad. Anyway, man, Team Ice is going to take their first possession on offense. We're going to see the quarterback, Mitchell, try to scramble up the middle, but Big Country's going to be right there to drag him down to the ground. And so here we go, man. Team Ice is trying to get on track, trying to respond after that big-time kick return from Team Fire. And we see the quarterback making some plays, making some adjustments. And here we go, man. They're going to go with an option to the right as Hemi was right there to make a stop in the backfield, but the pitch was made, and Edwards puts Beaumont to the ground with a nice stiff arm, but John Shannon is going to come up and make that tackle, man. So anyway, on this next play, man, we're going to see Mitchell go for a pass over the middle, but Beaumont is going to be right there to break it up, making up for that last missed tackle he had, you know, trying to get his name a little bit better because that was pretty bad. But anyway, on this next play, we're going to see Edwards take a handoff up the middle and be met by the safety after a nice game. So Edwards looking pretty good in this game. We'll have to keep our eye on him and see where he ends up going, man. But anyway, they're going to go down deep over the top, and Flowers was right there step for step with the receiver, but just couldn't make that final play on the football, man. So that's a big chunk play right there by Team Ice as they get inside the 10, and we're going to see them find Edwards on a little out route right there and get their first touchdown or point in this game. Anyway, so the score is now 1-1, man. And they are now kicking back off to this dangerous Team Fire special teams. This time we're going to get a chance to see Malik Austin, who's going to take this kickoff and look for somewhere to go up the middle. Not going to find anything. He's trying to bounce to the outside, but then he's going to get taken down at the 20. So now, man, we're going to get our first real look at this Team Fire offense led by Xavier Malone. And so here we go, man. They're going to start off in shotgun. Malone's going to take the snap. He's going to survey the field, look over the middle for Benjamin, but just not quite able to get that connection right there. Got to warm up a little bit. So anyway, man, we're going to see them go with a RPO right there. Malone's going to keep it and gets popped at the end of that play. Luckily, he bounced right back up. Tough guy. Anyway, on this next play, man, we're going to see Malone look to the left-hand side for Benjamin, who makes the catch, but not quite enough for the first down, man. And we see Team Ice doing a little bit of celebrating as they got the stop right there. Nice throw by Malone and the big-time receiver, Benjamin. But in this game, you already know we ain't putting no footballs. So we're going to go with a direct snap to Flowers, who is a dual threat guy, and he's going to take this thing all the way to the 50 before he gets tackled down. So I told you, this guy's got a whole lot of speed. Playing for Team Fire, you saw, boy, got some wheels. Might want to hit the gym a little bit. But anyway, man, on the next play, we're going to see Malone go play action and scramble to his right. He's looking for a receiver. Waiting, got all types of time. He's going to unload to Benjamin, who makes the catch, makes a nice move, and they get spun down at the 10-yard line. So that right there, that ought to raise your eyebrows a little bit, man. In all likelihood, Malone will be the starting quarterback next year for the Sharks. You know, barring that Joe Loveletty's going to be leaving, man, and as well as Glover. So we got two guys who got a chance to really step up in some primetime positions for the Sharks. And here we go right there as we see Malone probably taking just a little bit too long to make a decision right there. Takes a sack. Just as we were saying, he's probably going to get the starting job. But anyway, man, we're going to see Malone drop back to pass again inside the 20, man. He's going to take another sack. Pause. Good Lord. Anyway, Malone's going to drop back to pass again. Give a pump fake. He's going to scramble off to the left. He might just go ahead and do the work himself. He's going to just keep it and get all the way down to the 5. So here we go. We're showing a little bit of athleticism from the quarterback right there. We know he can move around. So here we go, man. With the Team Fire knocking on the door, we're going to see Malone find Benjamin in the end zone for score number 2 for Team Fire. And that whole drive, man, really, it was Malone and Benjamin calling those two guys' names. So like we were saying, man, the two probably starting quarterback and starting receiver looking really good, man, for Team Fire as we see Malone showing off some of that accuracy. Put a little zip on that thing, too, if you didn't see it. But anyway, man, after that kick, we're going to see Zayden Eppright get a chance to show off what he can do as he gets another kick to the end zone, but it will be returned by Alexander, who's going to find Beaumont waiting right there for him, and he makes the tackle. So anyway, here we go. We're going to see Team Fire come back on defense and see Team Ice come out on offense as we see Edwards gets another carry, taking up the middle, stumbles, and then is brought down by Phantom Cruz right there. Phantom getting into the action, getting into the mix from that DN position. So anyway, here we go. We see Mitchell drop back to pass again in the heavy traffic. We saw Triton right there able to stick a hand in and make that play right there. So then on what's third down, they're going to see Edwards take a pitch to the right-hand side and find a whole lot of space, whole lot of room to run. I told you we're going to have to keep our eyes on Edwards as he makes another catch, but this time gets his cap peeled back by D. Hemi. I told you this guy is an absolute menace. That was just not fair right there. But anyway, man, on the next play, we're going to see D. Hemi again. This guy's all over the field making a play through the passing game, man, getting a hand on that football. And then once again, we see Hemi just shutting it down at that linebacker position, man. Got the catch, but then he dragged him down for the short tackle. So that is going to result in a team ice punt where they're going to be kicking off to the dangerous base. We already know what he can do when he gets the football in his hands. This time he's not going to be able to do too much, man. So we're going to see Team Fire back on offense again, where we see Malone drop back to pass, looking for Benjamin, one of his favorite targets so far throughout this game, with the shiesty on, looking extra clean. So anyway, man, we're going to see Malone drop back to pass again, scrambling to his left, and he's going to find his receiver on a diving catch. So another nice throw right there by Malone. You can see this is Team Fire's strategy, man. We're going to be going through the air quite a lot as Malone is looking over the middle deep. Looked like he was looking for Austin right there, but just couldn't find him. So we're going to see Flowers take a handoff to the left-hand side and use some of that speed. And if it wasn't for that out-of-bounds line, he'd still be running. I told you, man, Flowers is definitely going to be a dual threat. I wonder if the Sharks will utilize him in that way, man. We'll have to see how things work out, but we definitely know he can fly. So anyway, man, we're going to see Malone actually find Austin this time over the middle, and Austin makes a nice move, gets all the way down to what looked like the 3 or 4 right there. Good throw right there by Malone. So he's starting to heat up, man. As we see, speaking of heating up, he's going to find Jay Dean in the end zone. An absolute strike from the quarterback, man. Looking really good in this game, if I do say so myself. Under pressure, just found a little bit of space, stepped up right in that pocket, stood tall, and delivered an absolute laser beam to the big-time receiving tight end, man. Good to see Jay Dean getting some action in this game. So after that, man, we see Team Ice take the field again, and Edwards is going to take the carry and go for quite a ride as he ran a couple people over on his way down there. Anyway, man, we're going to see them go play action and look for his receiver over the middle, which Hemi almost had himself a pick right there. Just couldn't quite get to the football. So we're going to see them line up in shotgun again, Team Ice, with Edwards to the left, and he's going to get the carry yet again. Beaumont almost had a tackle in the backfield, but just missed. So Edwards is still running. He's going to get the first down and then some. And then we see Trident right there with the nice tackle, nice wrap-up tackle right there from our cornerback, future cornerback anyway. And here we go, man. We're going to see Edwards take the carry again, hurdle over a dead man on the ground, and then finally get tackled down, man. So here we go. Mitchell's going to take the snap and then try and do it himself, find a little bit of space, and then finally get brought down by Trident, who came flying in for that tackle. And so there we go, man. Team Ice trying to put something together on this drive, man. Trying to build some momentum. They're looking like they need some help outside of Edwards. Edwards has been good for them as he gets another carry up the middle, but then he's going to be met by the big-time linebacker, Hemi. And so here we go, man. We're going to see them go with a play action. And again, and then Beaumont right there comes away with a nice play and then let him know he was locked up afterwards, man. Doing a little bit of celebrating on the field. We love to see it. You know, the Sharks, we love a little bit of celebration as long as it doesn't cause us a penalty, which it didn't right there, so it's all good. But anyway, man, we're going to see Mitchell finding his receiver, Neal, for a strike right there. And they are knocking on the door, trying to score, man. The current score is 3-1, man. As we see Edwards take the carry, Shannon's going to miss that tackle, and then Edwards is going to waltz right into the end zone, man, making a score of 3-2. And so here we go, man. This Team Ice is going to kick off again, and we're going to see Malik Austin get another chance to try and show what he's made of on this kickoff return. He's going to take it off to the right-hand side. He's got a nice little lane, a host of blockers. He's going to run into one of his own guys, but then he's going to find the edge, find the sideline, and no one is going to catch this man. Number 2 is going to high step into the end zone. And right now, man, these Shark recruits are looking really good. Team Fire is putting on an absolute showcase, which is what we love to see in these games, man. Good stuff from Malik Austin right there, showing off them wheels, man. There's a lot of guys flying all over the field. We got to have a lot of speed coming to Seattle next year, and I love it. So here we go, man. Team Fire back on defense as we see Beaumont making a nice play right there, denying the pass, denying that catch. And Team Fire trying to find some momentum, man. Here we go. We got Edwards lined up in the backfield. He's really been carrying the Team Ice for most of this game, man. And they're taking a long time to snap this football. Anyway, the handoff's going to go to Edwards on the left-hand side, and he had absolutely nowhere to go as Hemi tracked him down in the backfield, man. Tackle for a loss. Hemi is making a real stamp in this game, man. Definitely getting his name, putting his name on the map, man. So as we see, Mitchell's going to drop back to pass again. He's going to look for Edwards, who's doing, like I said, doing all the work for Team Ice right now. That boy got to be tired. Anyway, not going to cut it, and they're going to punt the ball off to the dangerous Bates, who's going to cut out to the outside, put on a spin move, put somebody in a spin cycle. I saw he touched earth and then finally get dragged down. But my goodness, we get a second look at that move. You can see that boy hand touch the ground. And Christian Bates, man, is definitely shifty as they come. And so anyway, man, we're going to get another chance to look at Team Fire on offense. And this time we're going to see Bates in the receiving game, making a nice catch right there on a little drag route, a little touch pass from Malone. And so here we go. We're going to go with a play action as Malone drops back to pass. He's going to look to his left. And this time we see some of that do it all yourself mentality, kind of try to force a throw right there. Honestly, should have been picked off. I don't know how it wasn't, but forget what I'm saying. Benjamin going top shelf all the way to the 10-yard line. And this kid right here is really impressive, man. He committed to Seattle late, but I'll tell you this much. Number 0 is putting in work in this game, man. You can see Malone on the run. Just put that thing where only his receiver can go and get it, and he definitely did that. And so then on this next play, we're going to see Malik Austin on a nice little slant route right there. Malone put some zip on that thing yet again. So another touchdown from Malone. Malik Austin coming up with the reception. And Team Fire right now is rolling. Score is 5-2 as Hill for Team Ice is going to try to take this kickoff back. And then he's going to find Beaumont. And my goodness, man, these dudes are absolutely ruthless out here. It's bad enough Team Ice is getting somewhat embarrassed. They just adding the salt to the wounds, man. Anyway, we're gonna see Edwards take another handoff to the left-hand side as Country tracks him down for I think is what his second tackle in this game. Looking really good, man, as we see Cruz come knifing in for another tackle for loss. And so right now, man, these Sharks recruits are absolutely taking this game over as we expected. I mean, I didn't expect anything less. We already know the Sharks are gonna have one of the best recruiting classes in the nation. And so here we go, man. On the next play, Mitchell's going to find Daniels on the left-hand side, but Flowers is going to shut that down as soon as it started. And once again, a common theme in this game, Team Ice punting away to Team Fire. And Christian Bates ready to receive this punt and try to make another big-time play as he's found some space on the left-hand side. And if he can make this corner, he might have took it to the house, but he just gets caught right there. So anyway, man, that Team Fire drive will actually stall out. And then the following drive from Team Ice will stall out as well. So we're going to see another punt from Team Ice to Christian Bates again. Get another chance. Uno reverse right here and see what he can do this time. As he's going to drag it out to the right-hand side and try to get the corner this time. And I think he might. And Bates is off to the races. And this time he's not going to get caught. And this is going to be touchdown number 2 on special teams for Christian Bates. So we already know, man, the Sharks definitely... The special team is kind of one of our upsides, man. You know, we got just incredible, but this game right here, we're talking about Christian Bates. And Christian Bates is definitely going to make a huge impact in special teams for the Sharks, man. As you can see right here, the dude is just blazing fast. He's not the biggest receiver in the world, but man, oh man, if we can get the football in this guy's hands, he will surely make an impact. So here we go, man. Getting into the second half of this game, Team Fire is absolutely dominating with a score of 6-2. As we get another chance to look at Zayden Upright as he boots another kick to the back of the end zone, man. Another touchback. You love to see those. And so here we go, man. We see Edwards taking a carry up the middle, giving a little shoulder to Big Country right there. And that's a little surprising. The big guy not winning those battles in the trenches. But anyway, on the next carry, we're going to see him go down for a tackle for loss. And that would be the end of Team Ice's drive right there. So we're going to cut to Team Fire back on offense. Back, Moses Malone dropping back to pass again. He's going to find Flowers over the middle for another chunk play. And right now, Malone is dotting these guys up, man, and this is exactly what we thought we would see from him, and he's definitely doing that, man. So on the next play, you're gonna see him lay another pass up to the top for Malik Austin, who's gonna come down with that catch, man, for touchdown number 2. Actually, that's number 3 if we count that kick return, and that's gonna make the score 7-2. This is turning into a blowout. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Anyway, man, Team Ice will completely flatten out, man, and it honestly, from this point on, it's looking like it's going to be all Team Fires. We get a chance to look at Moses Malone showing off some of the wheels, taking a scramble all the way to the house. It was about 80 yards right there. We get a chance to see him in full stride, showing off some of his athleticism yet again, man. We know the big guy can throw the football, but man, look at him right here, just outrunning all the Team Ice defenders. We saw a nice good crackback block right there from Malik Austin. And look, man, knowing this guy is going to be Seattle's starting quarterback next year in all likelihood, that's got to get you excited, man. If it don't, then you might need to check your pulse. But anyway, man, we're going to see Team Ice go with a deep shot right here to receiver Malone, who's going to go all the way in for a touchdown. Caught Team Fire lacking right there. A little sneaky touchdown, making a score 8-3, man. So Malone, Xavier tries to repay the favor right back to Team Ice, but J. Dean ends up dropping that football. But they still ended up driving, man. And then on the next play, we're going to see Xavier to Benjamin again. Nice little outside route right there. Just a little touch pass. Put some air under it. Benjamin had the DB beat. Actually, he was matched up with a linebacker, which was a mistake. But anyway, man, he's going to grab another touchdown in this game, making a score 9-3. And then to make matters worse, Team Ice throws an interception to none other than D. Hemi, the big-time linebacker who's had a really good game in this showcase game, man. And so we're going to see Team Fire go back on offense. We're going to start at around the 10, and we're going to find the dangerous, speedy Christian Bates. And, man, this guy right here, he's going for MVP in this game. I'm telling you. That's, what, touchdown number 3, man. And this time it's on offense on the receiving side of football, man. And this guy, I said it once. I'm going to say it twice. I'm going to say it again. He can fly, okay? You got to be careful with this dude. Anyway, score is now 10-3. I'm pretty sure some of Team Ice family members and cousins and friends, they probably didn't left. You know what I mean? But anyway, Team Fire absolutely dominating this game as we see a sack on the quarterback, man. Defense at this point just showing out a little bit. And so finally, they kind of a little bit of compensation, man. We're going to see Edwards, who's been really good in this game for Team Ice. I bet he wish he played for Team Fire. But he's going to get another touchdown in this game, man, making a score 10-4 as we see Malone finding Austin over the middle again. Nice slant route. And then we're going to see Malone go off to the left again, and he's got room to run again. We already know he can fly, but he runs out of bounds because we want to give our kicker, Zayden Upright, a chance to showcase what he can do, man. The score is already out of hand, so hey, why not? So we're going to see his Upright line up for a 60, it looks like a 65-yarder, man. It's been reported that he can hit these in warm-ups and in practice, man. He was hitting 65-yarders like it was nothing, and he gets this one up. It was really close, but just didn't quite put enough on it. So we see Upright not able to hit that one there. Then we're going to give him another chance. We're going to see Zayden Upright, see what he can do, man. We're really excited about this guy. He's from Scotland. They said he played in the 18 and under Scotland's national team, man. So this guy has the boot, as you can see, getting a lot on that, but just not enough. So anyway, man, we're going to see Team Ice back on offense again and try and read this thing like a book. And he is going to take this all the way back to the house. I told you, putting dudes on that island, you might not want to throw over there. It's just not a good idea as he's celebrating in the back of the end zone. Team Fire is hot, and he's showing you right there a little campfire celebration. We love to see it, man. That's right, and looking really good in that 23. There's been a lot of comparisons to him and Marshawn Lattimore, and they ain't wrong, man. I mean, look at him. So anyway, man, that is going to wrap up this game, man. Team Fire absolutely dominated. We saw a lot of our recruits doing their thing out there, man. So this is something that gets Shark Nation really excited. Gets me excited. So anyway, man, great game, man. Great showcase right there. We saw some of our upcoming freshmen. And listen, man, if you want to be a part of this, you already know what to do. Let me know. Comment down below right now and let me know your player build. But anyway, man, let's get back to these Sharks. So like I said, man, the Sharks are 7-0, looking really good so far in the season. And if we take a look at the playoff ranks, man, we see Florida at 1, Iowa 2, Texas 3, Miami, LSU, and then we got Seattle Blue Sharks in the playoff ranks. So this is giving us a whole lot of hope, man. We got a real chance in the college football playoff, man. We're gunning for it, man. If we can make a national championship run, you better believe we're going to do everything we can to make that happen. So look, man, we get a chance to just kind of look at the team and some of the team leaders, man. Lovelady, Ray, Glover, Carter leading the way in tackles, and some of the other guys making really big impacts, man. And so now I think we kind of already saw it, but if we look at the top 25 USA Today coaches poll, the Sharks are going to come in. Let's see, we got Virginia Tech, Boise State, and then Seattle's going to come in at number 8, man. So from last week, man, being at number 12 spot, now we're at number 8. We're rolling, man. We are definitely rolling. Might even be a little bit low if you ask me. Speaking of low, man, we go back to the Heisman watch, and right now, Glover I don't know. They just don't love Glover, man, as we see some of the big-time players around the country on this list, man. Not to say that they don't deserve it, but, man, our guy has been balling. We want to see some Sharks on this list. Anyway, man, Speaking of seeing guys on the list, man, we got a Player of the Week award. Looks like it's going to Joe Love, lady, man. Like I said, he had a big time game last week, going over 300 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. And just be frank, Love Lady has been balling, okay? Like we can see right here, man, 11 for 23, 336, 5 touchdowns. Even had a couple carries in there, man. He's been doing the job, man, and doing it well, man. Leading the Pac-10 in a lot of stats, and we love to see it, man. So anyway, if you get to the conference standings, finally, we see them showing Seattle some love. I don't know why Oregon State was up at that #1 spot for so long, but now we are reigning on top of the Pac-12, man. Looking really good to see some of these other teams that either we've beat or we got them on our schedule and we're going to have to beat. We really want to stay undefeated in this season, but it won't be easy. We already know that. And speaking of not easy, we got another challenge from the board. And they say, first things first, great job so far in remaining unbeaten. The team's success has directly impacted the application and enrollment rates. The numbers are astounding. Keep up the excellent work. With that being said, we foresee a golden opportunity coming. Our next 2 games will be against the Golden State, California's 2 elite programs. And on many levels, program prestige and school stature is measured on some of the prominent schools of the West. We want to make a statement that Seattle not only measures up, but even surpasses the golden standard of California programs. Win the next 2 games against UCLA and USC, and the board will commit to building the team a brand new state-of-the-art stadium. We understand the immense difficulty of this challenge, but we have faith in you, Coach. We believe you can lead this program into the top ranks of college football. Don't let us down. Go Sharks. So look, man, the work is cut out for us, and it's going to be tough, but we already know what we made of, and we know what we can do. So it's enough talking, and it's time for action. Shark Nation, it's about that time. What time is it? It's game time.
No complaints about the weather tonight, as we see nothing but stars in this contest between the away team and the Bruins of UCLA. It's about midway through the college football season, and these 2 schools from the Pac-10 are ready to go. And here come the Bruins. The Bruins look like they're going to get killed out there. What do you think? The same thing, Kurt?
The away team should win big, and chances are, because of their passing game, they're going to be able to make some big plays downfield. We're looking at one of the best receivers in the nation, and that's why this team is so tough to beat.
I agree with you on this one. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
All right, man. We are getting ready to kick off in this game, man. UCLA won the coin toss, so we are going to kick off. To start this game, man, and Fitton is going to boot this thing away. The kick is up, and it looks like they are going to receive on about the 5-yard line as Davis, the X Factor, is going to take it up the left sideline and to get pushed out. And so here we go, man. We're going to get our first look at the UCLA offense. And we don't know too much about them. We didn't scout them too much. But, hey, we're going to do what we got to do. So, anyway, here we go, man. Defense is taking the field for the first time, making some adjustments. And we're going to see a pitch to Hopkins on the right-hand side. And he's going to be met by Carter behind the line. Nice hit right there by Carter, the freshman, putting a boom on that boy right there. Anyway, the Sharks starting this game with some fire, man. Good hit right there. So here we go. 2nd and 10, man. Ball on the 27. The Sharks defense is one of the highest rated defenses in the nation. And we want to try to keep that reputation up here on the road, man, against the Bruins. And so here we go, man, as we adjust our linebackers. And we see Hopkins get the call again. Tries to find some space up the middle, but he's going to get dragged down for a short gain. And so here we go. Early in this game, we're going to see UCLA's first 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 8, ball on the 29. And they're going to go with I form with a tight end to the right-hand side. And so here we go. We're waiting for the snap. Archer's going to drop back to pass this time. He's looking for a receiver on the left-hand side. He finds Smith, who gets the first down, and then some breaks a tackle. And then finally gets brought down by Carter on about the 45. So a nice throw and catch right there. They convert that 3rd down. After the Sharks had really had a nice display of defense right there, we kind of got caught sleeping right there and let them convert that long 3rd down. So anyway, we're going to see a play action where Archie's going to throw to the left-hand side. He's going to find Williams, who makes the catch and gets about 6 right there before stepping out of bounds. So it's going to be 2nd and 5, man. Ball on the 49, and the UCLA Bruins are moving this football. And here we go, man. As we see Jenkins come flying through the backfield to get the sack on the quarterback from that safety position. Good stuff right there from the freshman Jenkins. And so this is going to be another 3rd down right here, 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. As we see Archie drop back to pass again. He's looking for Davis over the top on the left-hand side, but he was blanketed by States right there. Had him completely covered. No room to even breathe right there. Good stuff by LB States, the big-time corner, man. So that's going to result in a 4th down, and they are going to elect to punt. So we're going to have Credible getting ready to field this punt, man, from Golston as he takes the snap. The punt is up. Credible's ready to receive inside the 20 as he takes this punt. He's looking for some space on the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of room, but gets caught just past the 20. So we're going to see the Sharks for the first time on offense. Lovelady and company take the field, man, and UCLA is rocking. The student section making all types of noise as we see Tay Ray get the first handoff of the game. Tay Ray's got a whole lot of space on the right-hand side. It's going to be a foot race, and Tay Ray's going to stiff arm a man and finally go out of bounds at the 45. Opening this game up with a huge play right here from the freshman phenom, Tay Ray. Great blocking. He found a seam and just did the rest, man. If it wasn't for number 2 right there, that might have been a tutty to start the game, man. What a way to start on offense for this Blue Shark team, man. Looking really good in these new uniforms, by the way, man. Inspired by one of the famous Carolina teams. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know down below. Anyway, we're going to see on the next play, Joe Lovelady is going to find Gray over the middle, man. Put some zip on that thing, through a couple defenders. Nice pass right there. The freshman making the catch, turning up, and then getting some yards after the catch, man. So the Sharks right now on offense are absolutely rolling, man. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ball on their 35, and the Sharks are really doing what they want to do on this drive, man. And so here we go. We're going to see Tay Ray take another handoff, but then get met immediately in the backfield by Sanders. Nice hit right there as Tay Ray fell backwards on that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, man. Ball on the 35. Clock still ticking. And we see Lovelady in shotgun. He's dropping back. He's got some time. He's looking for Glover over the middle, who was double covered and could not make that catch right there. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10, man. Ball show on the 35. Lovelady is by himself in the backfield in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to roll off to his left. He's running out of time quickly as he goes to the sideline. He's looking over the top for Hummel. Hummel's not going to make the catch. It's tipped up, and then Peters is going to get the interception, and he's still running, and he finally gets tripped up past the 25. He's going to walk away with an injury after that play, but, man, what great awareness from Peters to catch that football after it was tipped up in the air. And honestly, that was just a mistake from Lovelady, man. Hummel wasn't even open right there. He should have just threw it out of bounds, but he threw it into danger. And that right there is the first turnover in this game, man. Just a bad decision from our quarterback. Anyway, man, UCLA is going to start on the 27 with a handoff to Hopkins, who is met once again by Carter. So Carter, extra hype in this game, man, making a statement, doing his thing at that middle linebacker position, trying to give the Sharks some momentum back after that bad turnover. But anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball on the 28. A minute and 20 left in the first. As we see Archie drop back to pass again. He's looking left. He's going to find his receiver, but Steve Strong was right there and actually makes the tackle for loss after the catch was made. So good stuff right there by our linebacker, Steve Strong, man. So now we see UCLA with another 3rd down, 3rd and 11, as Archie drops back. He's looking left, and States is right there again, covering their best receiver, Davis, making a great play on the ball. So we see UCLA punt the ball off again. So thankfully, that turnover didn't cost us, as Credible is going to look for some space. He's going to reverse field, make a man miss with a spin move, and then get brought down. So you can see, man, Credible has been dangerous on special teams thus far in the season. Just trying to shake free, but couldn't do it right there. So anyway, man, the Sharks are going to take over on the 34 as we go with a handoff to Rush, who breaks one tackle, runs a man right over, breaks another tackle. He's still running on the left-hand side. He cannot be brought down and gets a good gain of 9 right there. Rush absolutely doing his thing, man. So you're going to call it a gain of 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 2. Ball on the 42. 20 seconds left to go in the first as we go play action. Lovelady rolling to his right. He's looking down the field, and oh my goodness, he almost threw another interception right to the safety. And Lovelady's just a little bit shook up for some reason in this first quarter, man. Got to shake off the rust. Anyway, we're going to go with another handoff to Tay Ray, who's finding all types of green grass to run. And that is another huge carry by Tay Ray. So our running backs are looking really good in this game so far. Maybe we just ought to lean on them a little bit more, as Lovelady, for whatever reason, looking a little bit inconsistent. Maybe after that interview he had some big words, and he's got to back him up. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, at the end of the first quarter, man, the score is tied 0-0. The Sharks marching down the field. Hopefully this time they can put some points on the board, man. So here we go on the 39. We see Tay Ray in the backfield as they're going to go play action again, and Lovelady's scrambling to his left, looking over the top. He's got Gray wide open. Gray comes down with the catch, breaks the tackle, and gets inside the 10 after a nice play right there kind of reeling in the UCLA defense with some good runs and then hit him with a play action. Gray was wide open, secured that catch, and then put a little extra on that physicality, man. As a big-time receiver, made a man miss, and then finally gets brought down at the 6. So that's where the Sharks are going to start inside the red zone, man. Can they capitalize and come away with points on this drive as we see Tay Ray in the backfield? And he's going to get the handoff, bounce out to the right-hand side. It's a foot race to the edge of the end zone, and he's going to win this one and get the first touchdown of the game for the Sharks, putting them on the board. Tay Ray capping this drive off with a touchdown, man. He definitely deserves it, man. Been putting in a whole lot of work, and we see Deuce come away with 6 points, man. We love to see it. So this run game for the Sharks has been working so far, and we love to see it, man. So here we go. Lining up the extra point attempt as Fenton gets ready to kick this off, and we know these things are not guaranteed, but this time it does go through the uprights, and it's now 7-0, man. The Sharks are up in the second quarter, and so here we go, man. We already know this game means a little bit more with the challenge coming down from the board, man. It's a new stadium on the line, and so the Sharks are definitely responding. We want to come out in this game and strike fast, and we've done that. So here we go as Fenton lines up this kick, and it looks like it's going to go deep into the end zone, but Hopkins is going to elect to return this kickoff as he's bringing it up to the right-hand side. He's going to break one tackle and find a little bit of a seam, and then he's going to find some open field, and Hopkins is going to take this kickoff all the way back to the house for a touchdown. And this is going to be a record-breaking longest kick return of the season. And just like that, this game is now tied 7-7, barring the good extra point attempt right here. And the kick is up, the kick is good. So it is now 7-7. And this has been one of the weak points for the Sharks all season long, man. Special teams has just been abysmal. Once again, we see another one go back to the house, and the score is now tied, man. Just as we were saying, we wanted to come out fast. Man, UCLA comes right back and strikes again. So here we see Billy Goat trying to return the favor here, find him some space up the middle, but then it's going to get tripped up. And we're going to see the Sharks take over on the field on offense again, man, on the 22. And here we go, man. This game is starting to pick up speed a little bit, man. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And we see Lovelady take the snap. He drops back the pass. He's under pressure. He's going to look to his right. He was looking for Tay Ray, safety valve, but just couldn't find him. And so that's going to be an incomplete pass right there. And so now it's second down, 2nd and 10, man, ball on the 22. And the Sharks looking to try to get some more of this momentum back as UCLA has taken most of it with that insane kick return. And so here we go, man. We're going to see a counter, and Tay Ray's going to get the handoff. He's going to cut upfield, stumble to the side, and then finally get dragged down after a decent little gain of about 2 right there. So now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 8. And this feels like a big-time play right here. I feel like we need this conversion. So Lovelady's going to take the snap. He's going to look for Glover over the middle on a quick slant. He's going to find him. Glover reels that catch in and gets the first down and cuts upfield for a little bit more, getting the Sharks all the way down to the 38. Moving them chains, man. It's first down. Nice throw and catch right there. Definitely want to see Glover get involved in this game, because I think that was his first catch right there. We already know what type of impact he can make. And speaking of impact, Lovelady definitely felt the impact from the D lineman right there as he gets tackled for a loss of 5, man. It's a sack on the play. Would love to see him just maybe get rid of that football a little bit faster, make a faster decision, but can't really blame him too much. Got to kind of put that one on the O-line. Anyway, it's going to be 2nd and 15, man. Ball now on the 33 after that loss. Just coming to the 3-minute mark in the second quarter as we see a handoff go to Rush, who's got a whole lot of space on the right-hand side, and he's in full stride, and he gets past the 50 to the 45 and finally gets pushed out of bounds, and Rush comes away with another huge play. And you can see, man, there was just nobody over there on that right-hand side, and Rush he said, "Thank you very much. I'll take these yards if you give them to me." Anyway, that's going to be a first down for the Sharks, moving them chains yet again. Ball on the 45. And here we go, man. Rush is going to take another handoff and find himself with a whole lot of room on the left-hand side and get a nice gain of about 4 right there. So Rush having a really good game so far early. And here we go, man. It's 2nd and 6, ball on the 41, and we're going to see Lovelady go play action. He's dropped back the pass. He's looking over the middle, looking for Glover. Glover's going to go up and make the top shelf catch. What he does so well, and makes a tough catch over what looked like 3 defenders right there. So another iffy throw by Lovelady, but he's bailed out by Glover. And anyway, that's going to be another first down, man, as we see Lovelady drop back the pass yet again. He's looking over the middle, looking for Higgins, who was wide open, and Lovelady just barely overthrew him right there. Maybe thought it was Glover. A little bit of a height difference right there, but man, what a chance. Chance to go up another touchdown. But anyway, we're going to see Lovelady take the snap again. He's going to find his safety valve. Ray, who puts a nice move on the safety and then drags his way up to the first down. And goodness gracious, I didn't know Ray had that in him, but man, that was a nice move. Anyway, that's going to be another first down. Ball is now on the 12 as Lovelady's still in shotgun, and UCLA is going to bring the blitz, but he's going to get the throw off to Glover in the back of the end zone, who's going to just box the DB out and come away with that catch and come away with a touchdown as he strikes the Heisman pose, an award at which we feel like he definitely should be winning. But anyway, man, nice throw and catch right there from Lovelady to Glover. And time after time, man, we've seen this play work so well for the Sharks. The quick slant in the back of the end zone to Glover, and that is going to result in a touchdown. But it looks like they're going to get a little bit of home field advantage, man. The refs are going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on that Heisman pose. You got to be kidding me, man. But anyway, now we're going to see Fenton line up a little bit longer extra point attempt on the 18, man. And Fenton's got this thing lined up. He kicks it off, and thankfully, this finally goes through the uprights, man. The kick is good. Score is now 14-7. Coming to the end of the second quarter, man, getting ready to get into halftime. So here we go. But before we do that, man, we got to get through special teams. As Fenton lines this kick off, man, he's going to kick it off. And this time, probably the wise thing to do, man, he's just going to kick this thing out of bounds. I'm sure Coach Hughes told him to do that. We'll take the penalty at this point because, goodness gracious, we cannot stop the return, man. Anyway, ball is going to be on the 35 after that penalty, man. And here we go. We see Archie drop back to pass. He's going to find his receiver, Williams. But Rodriguez-Diaz was right there to make sure he didn't go anywhere else. It's going to be a gain of 3. And UCLA is going to burn their first timeout after that play right there. So nice tackle by our freshman cornerback, Rodriguez-Diaz, holding it down on that right side of the line. So here we go, man. 2nd and 7. They're going to go play action. Looking to the left to the big-time receiver, Davis, X-Factor, who's going to make the catch, break one tackle from States, and he's off to the races. Can Rodriguez-Diaz catch him? He does not. And this is going to be yet another strike from the UCLA offense. Man, it just seems like the Sharks struggle so hard on offense to just scrape away some points, and then UCLA comes back with 1 or 2 plays and scores right back on us. Nonetheless, man, it was a good play from the receiver, Davis, right there. We've been praising LB States. He's got to make that tackle, though. And so here we go, man. Just like that, it is now 14-14 with that good extra point. And we got ourselves a game going into halftime. We definitely got ourselves a game. We cannot count this team out. At home, man, this crowd is definitely making the difference, and they are on their feet, as you can see. So here we go, man. The kick is up. Incredible's set to receive. Gonna take this thing out of the end zone and see if he can't make an extra special play. He breaks one tackle, but then he's gonna get brought down just before the 20. So here we go, man. The Sharks are gonna start with the ball on the 19, man. About 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go before halftime. So it's been a tie ball game so far. Can the Sharks go down and put some points on the board before half? We have to see. So here we go. Lovelady's lined up in shotgun. This crowd is absolutely on their feet, making noise. Lovelady's looking down the left-hand side, and Lovelady throws a direct line drive right to the safety. Interception number 2 in this game. And Lovelady has got to get it together, man. He is almost single-handedly setting the Sharks back, man. Interception number 2. Douglas didn't even have to do anything for that interception. Just landed right in the breadbasket for him. And it's going to be a turnover, man, and the Bruins are going to start with the ball on the 37. And so here we go, man. After that interception, man, they're going to go play action, looking for Hopkins out of the backfield. They're going to find him. He's going to find some space, get the first down, and then finally get brought down by Hubbard. And they're going to take timeout number 2, man, with 58 seconds left. And so just as we thought the Sharks might be able to walk away and possibly get the lead before half, the tables have now turned, and UCLA is now in prime scoring position, especially after that throw and catch. Nice catch right there by Gray. And the Bruins are now inside the 20, knocking on the door as that clock is still ticking. 40 seconds left to go. And we see them go hurry up with Hopkins in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, juke, and get spun down. And that's going to be another first down. And so here we go, man. They are definitely in hurry-up mode. And the Sharks are bleeding heavily right now. We got to figure something out here and try to break the momentum that they got going on anyway. But we see Hopkins take another handoff, makes a couple cuts, and then gets into the end zone. So any stopping of the momentum we were just talking about definitely didn't happen. And the Bruins are now up 6 points, man, after that nice run by Hopkins. And just like that, a bad turnover from Lovelady results in 6 points the other way for UCLA. And now with this extra point, man, UCLA is now up 7 points. So it's 21-14. Sharks are down. Just like that, man. And there's still a little bit of time left in this first half, man. A few seconds as we see Goat get ready to take the kick return. He's going to elect to bring it out of the back of the end zone. He's trying to find some space on the 20. He may found a little bit of crease right there, but then is brought down at the 21. So here we go, man. Lovelady struggling very heavily in this first half. 2 interceptions. You got to imagine we're going to be throwing the ball a lot with only 21 seconds left to go in the half as he barely gets to throw away. It was tipped up in the air. Another dangerous pass from our quarterback. And maybe at this point we would just tell Coach Hughes, hey, run the football and run this clock out. But we know he's not going to do that. So anyway, on second down, man, we're going to see another pass. A high snap. Lovelady had to handle it. He's got all types of time. He's going to find Glover, and then Glover is going to fumble the football. And it's going to stay in bounds and be recovered by UCLA. So right now, anything that can go wrong is going wrong. The big-time receiver Glover makes the catch, tries to cut upfield, and then fumbles that football, and somehow it didn't go out of bounds. I don't know how. But right now, the Sharks are in trouble. So in a blink of an eye, man, the Sharks find themselves in a whole lot of trouble. UCLA is going to start on the 18. 15 seconds left to go before halftime, man, and hopefully we can just stop them and make them go for a field goal. As we see, they were looking for the back of the end zone for Davis again, but this time States was able to make that play, man, thankfully, because he was wide open. Anyway, man, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 18. 11 seconds left to go. Can the Sharks hold on and force a field goal attempt as we see Steve Strong come out of nowhere and get a sack on the quarterback, which is exactly what we needed as the clock is still ticking. 4 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 25, man. It's going to be UCLA's last timeout. And they're going to line up for a 42-yard field goal attempt. And Coach Hughes right here is just going to burn a timeout just to try to maybe ice the kicker a little bit. Make him think about his decision just a little bit longer. So here we go. Rogers is going to line this kick up as Jenkins is back just in case it's not long enough. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And that right there is going to put UCLA up 10 with only a second left to go before halftime, man. The Bruins are going to go ahead and kick this ball off. And just incredible. Looks like he's going to try to receive it, maybe try to make some magic happen as he's cutting up the field, but he's got nowhere to go. And that is going to do it for the first half, man. So crazy first half where the Sharks looked like they had control in the first quarter, but then things just turned upside down. But anyway, man, that's going to take us to the halftime report presented to you by WX Sports Gear. So let's get into what happened, man. All right, man. So we see, man, the Sharks find themselves in a world of trouble. That first quarter looked really good, man. We came out firing. That first drive looked really good. We had a turnover, but then the second drive, we went down and scored. But then we see special teams came back to bite us again. We saw Hopkins take a kick all the way back to the house, man, tying that game up. But then the Sharks would come right back. We would score again, finding Glover in the back of the end zone. And then the defense would kind of just get caught napping, man. Davis would take what should have been a little 10-yard reception all the way to the house, man. Tie game again. But then we would see Lovelady start fumbling, man. And speaking of fumbling, not only did we throw some interceptions, we had a weird fumble close to the end of the first half, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our player of the half, man. We're going to go ahead and give it to Jared Archie, quarterback for UCLA. Doing his thing, man. 7 for 10, 103 passing yards, 1 touchdown. We're going to give him a performance of a B+. Honestly, he hasn't been doing a whole lot. He's just really been managing the game and putting his team in a position to win. I mean, you can't knock him for that. Not a whole lot of highlight plays, but just really trusting his teammates, getting the football into the hands of his playmakers on time and on target. As we saw him in that one play from his X-Factor receiver, Davis, just taking that thing all the way to the house. And the Sharks right now is just, honestly, we got to find a way to throw this dude off of his rhythm. As you can see, man, he's 7 for 10. So the 3 passes that weren't caught, honestly, I don't know if they weren't really his fault. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some adjustments. And we're going to go ahead and talk to Coach Hughes. And number one, we got to play smarter. Some of the mistakes that we've been having, especially on special teams, we need to tighten that up. Number 2, we got to be more physical. The running back Hopkins for UCLA has kind of been dominating. We haven't talked about him a whole lot, but he's kind of been kicking our butts on defense, and we really need to be more physical and show him it's not sweet over here. And then number 3, if we want to win, we need to act like it. And that's all that needs to be said. So like I said, man, Sharks got their work cut out for them. But as always, man, this halftime report was brought to you by WX Sports Gear, the official partner of the Seattle Blue Sharks, man. So let's go ahead and get back to the action in this second half, where the Sharks are going to start with the ball on offense, as Credible is set to receive this kickoff, and he's going to take it out of the end zone yet again. He's looking for a seam, but he's only going to get out to the 20, and that's where the Sharks are going to start in the second half, man. All right, man, so here we go. The Shark offense takes the field, and you can see the numbers up to this point tell the story, man. The turnover battle has been probably one of the main reasons why we're down in this game. And so on first down, we're going to see Tay Ray take a handoff up the middle, not get too much right there, and actually barely get back to the line of scrimmage. And so it's going to be 2nd and 10, man, on the 20. And here we go. Tay Ray still in the backfield. We got trips to the right. Lovelady is going to hand it off to Ray again. And this time Ray is going to find nowhere to run and actually lose 2 yards on that play. And so now the Sharks are in a pivotal third down to start this second half. 3rd and 12 as we see Lovelady in shotgun. He's dropped back the pass. He's looking for his receiver, Jackson. He finds him. Big-time tight end came away with a huge catch right there, getting the first down for the Sharks and moving those chains were so desperately needed. And probably need to get 7-11 Jackson more involved in this game, as he has actually been a big-time tight end, a big-time asset to this offense, man. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, 1st and 10, and we're going to see Lovelady drop back the pass again. He's going to find Glover, who's going to make the catch, get the first down. And Glover right now looking for some redemption, as he had that fumble just before the end of the second quarter, man, and not like him at all. As you can see, he's an excellent player, leading the team in all categories, receiving-wise, and leading the country as well. So this definitely unlike him. But anyway, man, on first down again, we're going to see Lovelady drop back to pass, but this time he's going to have no time and nowhere to go. He's going to take a sack on the play, loss of 7 right there, as UCLA sent the blitz at the perfect time. And so here we go, man. That right there ignited the UCLA fans. The student section is going crazy right now. Got the whole stadium shaking. And they're going to go direct snap to Tay Ray, who's going to find himself in some open space and try to use some of his speed to get to that first down marker. And he does. He definitely does, as they mark him past the first down marker. So another good play right there by Tay Ray, who's had a good first half. And like I said, man, maybe we need to lean on him a little bit more. But we'll see how that goes, man. But anyway, that's going to be a first down, moving the chains for the Sharks. And here we go, man. Lovelady's going to drop back to pass again. He's looking over the left-hand side. Glover's double covered. And thankfully, that one right there hits the turf. Another little probably bad decision from our quarterback. But anyway, we put a lot of faith in Glover. He probably could have came down with that. But anyway, 2nd and 10, man. We're going to go with a handoff to Rush, who tried to put a move on the defender but couldn't shake free, and is going to get only 2 right there. So it's now 3rd and 8, man. Ball on the 41. The Sharks need to score. Just about 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter as Lovelady takes the snap. He's surveying the field. He's looking over the top. He throws in the triple coverage to Glover, and thankfully this time it was not intercepted. We just said that, but it wasn't intercepted, so we got another chance, and this time it's going to be 4th and 8, and Coach Hughes is going to roll the dice, man. I feel like we need this play as Lovelady is looking over the left-hand side for Glover. He couldn't catch it. It was tipped up, and Gray comes down with the catch, but it still was not enough for the first down, and the Sharks are going to turn over on downs after a drop pass from Glover, which is another rare sighting. So I'm not sure what's going on in this game, but the Sharks have got to get it together because we are down 10 and the UCLA Bruins are back on offense. So here we go, man. So Archie and company are going to take the field at the 36 as they go with a handoff to Hopkins, who's been hot for much of the first half. He's going to get another good chunk play right there, gain of about 8. And they're going to call it 7. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball on the 43, man. The clock is winding down. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And the Bruins got a 10-point lead on the Sharks. And so the number 8 Sharks, man, are in trouble. Upset alert. This defense needs to make a stop. We got to see something happen as we see Hopkins get the pitch to the left-hand side. And there was a tackle completely whiffed. And Hopkins is going to get another chunk play and another first down for his Bruins. And they are moving that football, man. And the Sharks have got to find some answers on defense, man. Honestly, it's got to start there. So here we go. And just as we were asking for him, we finally get a stop in the backfield as big-time Max Matrix came and got the tackle in the backfield. Hopkins was barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they're going to mark him on the line of scrimmage. But here we go, man. Hopkins going to take the carry again, make a couple. Sharks miss, and then get near that first down marker, man. You got a gain of 9. And with Hopkins being one of the bright spots for the Bruins offense, you got to imagine they're going to lean on him in this fourth quarter. And right now he's been answering the call, so we got to figure that out. And on 3rd and 1, we're going to see Hopkins get the reception on the left-hand side, but he's going to get brought down for a loss by Edwards, who made a great tackle. And that is going to be 4th down, 4th and 4, man. So the Sharks look like they got the stop that they needed. And the Bruins are going to line up to punt this football to Justin Credible, who's been relatively quiet in this game. We know he can be a big-time playmaker. And this time he's just going to elect to not even be in the way, man. That's going to be a fair catch. That's going to end up in the back of the end zone as we see an injury for the Bruins. Hopefully he'll be all right. But anyway, man, ball on the 25 now after that touchback. 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Coming up on the fourth quarter, Sharks are down 10 as Lovelady dropped back to pass. He's looking for Gray, who had a one-on-one matchup. He's got a step, but just a tad underthrown as Gray had his man beat. And Lovelady, kind of consistent with most of this game, not able to make that throw. So here we go. We are now into the fourth quarter, man, as we see Tay Ray get the handoff and makes a nice run right there. Gets the first down, moves the chains. As you can see right now, he's ranked 7th in the country for rushing yards. So he's definitely doing his part. We just need the rest of the offense to kind of get it together, man. And so here we go. 1st and 10. Lovelady's going to drop back the pass. Looking over the middle to Glover. Glover's going to make the catch. Snagged it right in front of the safety. And that's catch number 6 for Glover. And a nice one right there. And the Sharks are going to pick up the tempo a little bit as we are down 2 scores with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game. And so here we go. Lovelady in shotgun yet again. He's surveying the field. He's drifting to his left. He's got a little bit of time. He's looking for Higgins, who beat his man and finds himself all alone in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, 32-yard touchdown pass. Lovelady finally finding some rhythm, finding Higgins in the back of that end zone, man. And Higgins, who's been quiet all game, comes up with a huge play. And, man, I'll be honest, that is exactly what the Sharks needed right now. A quick score going into this fourth quarter, bringing that lead down to 3 with a good extra point right here. And the kick is up. The kick is good. And so the Sharks are now down 3 points, 21-24. It's looking like it might be a long road to come back in this game, but that's the first step. So here we go, man. The Sharks going to line up to kick this football off. And we already know we struggle on special teams at times, man. This cannot be another one of those times. And so Fenton is going to boot this thing away. He got a good kick on it, but he kicks to the X Factor Davis, who is going to return this thing out of the end zone as he goes up past the 20 and is struggling at the 25, but he's going to finally be brought down as Hubbard wins that battle right there. And so here we go, man. The Bruins are going to start with the ball on the 26. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Bruins have a 3-point lead. And here we go. We got to imagine they're probably going to lean on their big-time running back, Hopkins, for most of this drive, man. So here we go. In our formation, Hopkins is going to take the carry, and he's going to go up to the right-hand side to get a gain of about 6 right there. As you can see, some of the numbers for Hopkins this season has been pretty good. I say mark him a yard short, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball on the 31, man. And the clock right now is not on the Sharks side, so we definitely need to stop, and we need it quickly. And here we go, man. Hopkins is going to take the handoff. He's going to juke to the left-hand side, find a whole lot of space, and then finally get caught by Carter. And the Sharks are going to burn their first timeout. And that right there was a play that we really did not want to see, but the Bruins had to have it. So they moved the chains and forced the Sharks to burn their time out, man. And that right there hurts as we see Hopkins go with a triple option, and he pitches off to the fullback Williams, who catches the pitch, but then only gets 2 yards after that. A nice tackle right there. So it's going to make it 2nd and 8, man. Ball on the 43. And the clock is just ticking down second by second. They are trying to pull off this upset against the number 8 Sharks, the number 8 team in the nation. And right now they can smell victory as they're lined up in single back formation again. And they're just going to bleed this clock. As you can see, they let the time just tick down. And the Sharks making some adjustments on the defensive line. You got to imagine they're going to be running this football. And so here we go. With every second it ticks off the clock, you can just sense the tension building for this Sharks team, man. We've had a great season thus far, and we do not want to let this thing slip. And so we got to tighten down right now. So here we go, man. We're going to see the snap, and Archie is going to try to take the quarterback draw, but that is Nehemiah Hood who's going to make the tackle in the backfield, making it 3rd and long, 3rd and 9, ball on the 42. That did not stop the clock, but that was a great play, setting them back just a little bit, making it a little bit more difficult to convert this 3rd down. And this is a big play. This could be the play for the game right here. 3rd and 9. The Bruins looking to convert. The Sharks looking to stop. And they're just going to let this clock wind down, man. But the Sharks are not going to take a timeout. We only have 2 left in a 3-point game. Just going to let it wind down and take our chances, man. So we need this play right here. If we don't make a stop, this could very well be the game, man, as we're going to make some adjustments on the D-line. Here we go. 7 seconds left to go on the play clock, and we're going to see Archie take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a receiver. He's going to go deep. It's a one-on-one matchup with his receiver and Jenkins is going to come up with the play right there. Throw is going to be a little bit too long, so it's going to be 4th and 9. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go on the clock, and the Sharks look like they're going to get this football back, which they are, man. The Bruins elect to go ahead and punt this football away, giving the Sharks another chance in this football game, man. Here we go. And that's an excellent punt. Gonna go all the way inside the 10 and just bounce to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that right there gives the Sharks some hope. So we're gonna start on the 25, and we are now under that 2-minute mark. And you better believe every fan in this stadium is on their feet, trying to make some noise for their home team, as Lovelady is going to take the first snap on first down. He's going to drop back the pass. He's looking for Gray, who beat his defender again. And this time, Gray's going to come down with the catch inside the 20. Lovelady was finally able to muster enough power in that throw. He finds the big-time freshman receiver. Lovelady under siege, barely able to get that throw off. And then Gray was just stride for stride. He was able to come down with that catch. Big time play right here for the Sharks. This is exactly what we needed. Moving the football down the field in short order. In one play, we are down to the 18. So here we go, man. The Sharks are on the 18-yard line after that huge play by Gray. And now we're just going to try to work this clock. Now we get into a little bit of strategy. We're going to take as much time off the clock as we can and try and score in the last minute, or at least tie. We don't want to give UCLA another chance to go down and score again after we do. So here we go, man. Lovelady taking his sweet time, trying to tell the crowd to quiet down just a little bit. I'm trying to focus. Anyway, getting down to the final seconds in the play clock. We're going to see a handoff go to Tay-Ray. He's got a lead blocker. He's got a whole lot of space, and he's going to walk right into the end zone, giving the Sharks the lead late in this game. An 18-yard touchdown run from the big-time running back, the freshman Tay-Ray, walking into the end zone, man. Great run. He's had a great game all game. And here we go, the final cap to this drive. After the huge play from Gray, we see the Sharks get the score and go ahead in this game. Now we got to get to the extra point attempt. We need everything we can get. So Fenton, this is a huge kick as he sets up and gets ready to kick this extra point attempt. We need this. He kicked. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Sharks now have a 4-point lead with 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go in the fourth. So now we get to that scenario where maybe we left too much time on the clock, but right now we're in the lead. So we are going to rely on our highly ranked defense to get this, take us home. Just take us home to victory. So anyway, before we get there, man, we got to go through special teams, which we know we struggle sometimes. And this time we did not kick out of bounds, but it is going to the back of the end zone. And Hopkins is going to elect to take a knee and save time. So here we go, man. 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go in this game. This drive could be the drive for the game. So on the first play, man, we're going to see him line up in single back formation. Archie's going to drop back the pass. He's looking left. He's going to find his receiver for a gain of 5 right there. But the clock is still running, so they're going to go hurry up. And they're going to show us players of the game already, even though the game ain't over. And they're going to go hurry up this time. And we're going to see the Sharks scramble to get back on defense. And they finally are going to call their first timeout late in this game, man. 59 seconds left to go. The defense just needs to make a stop. Can they do it? And here we go, man. On 2nd and 5, ball is on the 30. Lined up in I formation. Archie's going to drop back the pass. Sharks trying to provide some pressure. He's looking for his receiver down to the right. He was double covered, but somehow Gray comes down with the catch and gets the Bruins all the way down to the 44. What an incredible concentration catch right there by the receiver. And he gets his team all the way down the field in short order. And look, man, there is a lot riding on this game. Not to add any further pressure, but the defense has got to stand up, man. We got the board challenge. We got our playoff run. We got our undefeated season. We need to stop. As Archie's going to find Douglas on the right-hand side for a quick game right there, gain of 4. And we are now getting into the 45-second mark as they go hurry up. Ball on the 40 now. And here we go. This is what college football is all about. And they're going to go with a handoff to Hopkins, who's going to take the carry and then get stopped just short of the first down marker. They call it 3rd and inches, so that clock is still winding down. I don't know why they're running the football, but we're not going to stop them. So we're getting to the 30-second mark now. And here we go, man. They're going to go with another handoff, but Hopkins is going to find a whole lot of space. And thankfully, Jenkins, the last line of defense, was able to bring him down. And they're going to go hurry up again. The clock does stop with that first down, and it's going to pick back up again. Getting down to 20-second mark, and we see Hopkins take another carry. Getting another gain of 6 right there. The Sharks are slowly bleeding, but for whatever reason, we're just going to try to run this clock out. If they are going to do it, we're going to let them. We just need to make sure we can contain him as it's getting really close here. And so here we go. Hopkins is going to take the carry to the right-hand side. He makes a man miss, and then Jenkins is going to miss the tackle, and Hopkins walks into the end zone with 6 seconds left to go on the clock, giving the Bruins the lead. And in all likelihood, this is probably going to end the Sharks' undefeated season on a no-huddle running play with the clock running down. We just said the defense was bleeding, and that might have been the final shot right there. The extra point goes up. The extra point is good. The score is now 31-28. The Sharks may have just sold the bag. There's still time left on the clock, but that might be it, man. As they're going to kick this ball off, Goat is not even going to touch it. It's going to go as a touchback. 6 seconds left on the clock, man. And so here we go, man. Starting at the 25. This has got to be a Hail Mary. And this was probably the last play of the game. So here we go, man. Lovelady is going to take the snap. He's dropping back the pass. He's trying to wait as long as he can. He's going to fire up to Glover. Glover has got to step on the DB, and he makes the catch, and Glover is running. There's no time left on the clock. Glover scores at the end of the clock, and this is a walk-off win for Seattle. 75-yard touchdown pass. If you want to win, put 10 in, let 10 spin. He had a weird fumble earlier, but when we need a big play, when the game is on the line, this is who we call. I cannot believe this. Glover walks away with the game-winning touchdown. How? First of all, we shouldn't have let him score at the end of the clock. But then, with 6 seconds left on the clock, big-time Jared Glover, baby Megatron, put some respect on his name. Get that man the Heisman. This is what we do. This is Seattle football, and the Sharks walk away with a crazy win. No time left on the clock. Walk-off victory. Coach Hughes getting the Gatorade bath, and the Sharks are dancing in LA. I cannot believe this. This is why we love this game. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. Oh my goodness. Like I said, man, there was so much at stake in this game. But somehow, some way, the Sharks find a way to pull out this victory, man. Oh my goodness. And wow. What a game. As we take a look at some of the stats, man. Final score 34-31. This game is gonna go down in Sharks history. You can bet your life on that. What a freaking performance. I mean, from the first half, turnovers were an absolute issue. We're basically just getting outperformed, man. UCLA wanted it way more than we did in that first half. They showed it. But the Sharks battled back, baby. The Sharks battle back. Man, ESPN Classic. Come on now. And so look, man, part one of the challenge is done. We beat UCLA by the skin of our teeth, but we got it done, man. I don't care what it looks like. A win is a win. A win is a win, baby. So anyway, man, we are going to go ahead and end this episode, man. Listen, this has been enough for one episode. Come on now. But anyway, man, the Sharks will be back, man. We got more business to handle. This was a great game, but the job's not done. The job is not done. But listen, man, if you enjoyed this video, man, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. And remember, a little bit every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm Iced-T 3000 to be exact. I hope I see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, well, then go ahead and run this one back.